Hi everyone, I'm the CMO of Aster, which is a privacy-first end-to-end encrypted email client, and today I'll be showing you how to link a custom domain to send and receive emails. So to get started, you're going to want to open your settings menu and then go to aliases and domains. Now you should see a page that looks like this, and remember, you can link a custom domain and get an email address through that domain completely for free. You do not need a purchase plan. You can do this on the free plan. So to get started, let's go ahead and add a domain. Of course, you should own this domain through a registrar, and for our example, I'll be using the domain asterprivacy.org, which of course I do have access to the DNS records. Once you've typed in the domain that you own and that you want to set up the email address with, go ahead and click on continue. Now, Aster is going to give you a step-by-step instruction which you should follow on your DNS records. So for this example, I will be using Cloudflare's DNS, but this does work on any place that you can edit your domain's DNS settings on. So I'm going to go ahead and copy our host name and keep in mind the record we want to make, which in this case is txt. Now I've opened up my Cloudflare for my domain and went into the DNS records. Now let's go ahead and add a record. Remember, we want a txt type of record. So let's go ahead and fetch that txt. There you are. And we'll enter in the host name here that we already copied. Let's go back and copy in the body value, and let's go back to Cloudflare and paste that in. And you can leave this TTL value as auto. Let's go ahead and save that. Now we can go ahead and move on to the next step. So click on next, and now we will be making an MX record with a priority of 10. So let's go ahead, copy the host name. Let's go ahead, add a record once more, and now we want MX. There you are. And now we paste in that host name. Let's copy the value or the body value and keep in mind the priority here. Okay, now I'm back at Cloudflare. Let's type in the priority while we remember it. It was 10 and paste in that mail server. Okay, and there we go. We can go ahead and save that once again. Second record complete. Now we can go back to Aster and click on next. Now we're on the third record. It's once again a txt. Let's copy the host name. Go ahead, add a new record. txt, paste in that host, and let's copy in the body value and paste that into Cloudflare. And there is once again no specification for TTL, so we just leave that auto and save. Now we can click next once more, and it looks like it's another txt record, so let's copy that host name once again. Go ahead and add another txt record, paste that in. Let's copy the body value once more, paste it into your records and save. And now once we go back into Aster, let's click next. We are on to the last record. So let's go ahead, copy the host name, and once again, another txt record. Let's go ahead, add record, type txt, paste in that name, and then we can copy this value, paste that once back in and save it. And there we go. All of our DNS is now set up on the Cloudflare or record side, and now we just have to go back to Aster and wait for that. So now that we're on the last step, all we got to do is click on verify all records, and boom, there we go. As you can see, it says domain fully verified and active, and every single record, all 5, have been checked off. Sometimes if you do one of the records incorrectly, maybe you accidentally copied the name twice into the first and second field, it will have an X. So go ahead and recheck that record if you do get an X. But as you can see in this disclaimer, DNS changes may take up to 48 hours to propagate. So even if you did everything correctly, you may just have to wait for the servers to update, which can take up to 48 hours. So I'd say give it 48 hours first, and if it's still not working, go ahead and recheck everything and ensure you copied everything correctly. But now that that's complete and it says domain is fully verified and active, we can X out. And as you can see, we have our domain under our custom domains here. Everything checked off, all green. Let's go ahead and create an alias. Let's just name it testing this too. And then we're going to want to select our custom domain instead of the standard because we just linked this to our account. Boom, there we go, at asterprivacy.org. This is not one of the available domain extensions. This is our own custom domain that we added onto our account. And of course, this would be yoursite.com, whatever the domain may be. It would be under custom domain. And once we create it, now there you go. You have testing this to at asterprivacy.org. Now you have a custom domain with its own email alias. But if you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments below, or feel free to join our Discord community and we'll catch you there.